Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. I have more interesting news out of Africa. Now, I just did a video where there is a dispute over a dam for the Nile River, right? Well, apparently, Russian President Vladimir Putin, he is offering to mediate the dispute as well. Now, in the last video, I talked about how America says, look, they want to come in and help them sort things out. But Russia is saying the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and read some of this article as well. It says Russian President Vladimir Putin sought to expand Moscow's clout in Africa by touting military aid and economic projects Thursday at the first ever Russia-Africa summit. He even offered to help mediate a growing water dispute between two of the continent's largest powers, Egypt and Ethiopia. The two-day summit in the Russia's Black Sea resort of Sochi underlined Russia's renewed bid for influence in resource-rich Africa, was attended by the leaders of 43 of Africa's countries. Okay, so I'm not going to read all of this article. I wanted to highlight the main part, which is the fact that Vladimir Putin is offering to mediate this dispute between Egypt and Ethiopia. Now, it's kind of hard to tell at this point what to think about Russia's bid for more clout on the continent. It's kind of hard right now, but I can say this much. Africa should never let its guard down for anyone because, as you see, China did similar, going in there, promising all kinds of things, building infrastructure, investing in this and doing that, and just going there with the idea that they were going to help the continent of Africa to grow and to develop and do all of these things. And yet, what do we hear? We continue to hear about China and their misdealings with the African population, how they're mistreating the people. They're no different than the West. And so I would like to think that the fallen ones from Russia, are going to be different, but never put your guard down. Never put your guards down. Now, it's quite possible that Russia may go in there and do right by the people. It's quite possible, but we don't know. I would say be very cautious with your dealings with anyone. To the leaders of Africa, it is quite sad, family, that when you look at a continent that is so rich in resources like Africa, but yet they don't control it and they have to sit down and allow others, foreigners, to come in and mediate for them, help them to build things, help them to construct things, and all of this. It just kind of makes you wonder. I know what is going on, and a lot of people will not see it because you have those who do not believe in the Most High Yah. They don't understand how power has been distributed around this world, and so therefore they have other explanations as to why we see this happening, why these European nations, these foreign nations, these Eastern nations are able to come in and dominate and rule and just pretty much do whatever they want on the continent. And the people of the continent, the leaders of Africa, are just there reaping the benefits, and the people of the continent are not. The leaders are becoming very wealthy from their dealings with these foreign nations, but the people are not. But it's really sad to me to see how all of these powerful black nations are not that powerful when you stand them next to these white nations. They hold all of the riches and the wealth of the world on the continent, but a lot of it is not controlled by them. A lot of it is controlled by these foreign people. And to even think that they need these people, these foreign nations, to come in and help them mediate, it's almost as if they believe Africans to be little children. As a matter of fact, it was stated several times by many of them that they view Black people as children that need their instruction and their guidance, that needs their help, that needs their mediation. All of this is by design, family. It is what it is, but at some point it will all be lifted. But right now, this is what it is. This is our reality as a people. And when I say as a people, I'm talking about Black people in general, whether you're from the tribes of Israel or the tribes of Ham. It is what it is. We are in this position because of our lack of obedience to the will of the Most High Yah. And it's going to take him to lift this off of us. But right now, this is the place that we are in. And this is the place that we seek to be freed from. So it's going to take the intervention from the Most High Yah to make this happen for us. Definitely. Okay, I am done with this. Thanks again to the viewer who have shared these stories with us. There's a lot going on the continent right now. As a matter of fact, around the world, there is a lot going on. And there is so much news to share. We don't always get a chance to get to all of it. But as often as we can, we like to add our 2 cents to the conversation because there is a lot of conversation going on right now, family. A lot happening in the world that we need not ignore. Okay? Ignoring things simply means you choose to be ignorant. Okay? If you ignore things, you are choosing to be ignorant. And so, again, I am done, and I thank you all for tuning in. With that, I will say shalom. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.